Have you ever gazed at the moon and wondered about its secrets? Our enchanting lunar companion hanging in the sky is more than just a celestial body. It's a trove of fascinating mysteries and intriguing facts waiting to be unearthed. From its birth to its future, the moon has stories to tell that can leave us awestruck. There's so much more to it than meets the eye. So, are you ready to delve into the unknown? Join us on a journey to our closest cosmic neighbor. Did you know the moon is slowly moving away from us? Yes, it's true. Our closest celestial neighbor is drifting away from us at a rate of about 1.5 inches per year. This phenomenon is the result of the gravitational interaction between Earth and the moon, known as tidal friction. Here's how it works. Earth's gravitational pull causes the moon to bulge slightly towards us. This bulge then creates a sort of gravitational tug of war, with Earth pulling on the moon, and the moon pulling back. The result? The moon is slowly propelled into a wider orbit around our planet. This drift has been happening for billions of years, ever since the moon formed, and it's not stopping anytime soon. So while the distance may seem insignificant in the grand scheme of things, over time, it adds up. So, every time you look up at the moon, remember, it's inching away. The moon, as it turns out, is a piece of Earth. Now that might sound a bit unusual, but let's delve into the intriguing story of the moon's birth. Picture this. Around 4.5 billion years ago, the Earth was in its infancy, a young planet in a bustling cosmos. Suddenly, a celestial body about the size of Mars, known as Theia, smacked into Earth with a force unimaginable. This astronomical collision resulted in a cloud of debris that began to orbit around our planet. Over time, gravity worked its magic, pulling together the pieces of Earth and Theia flung into orbit. This cosmic jigsaw puzzle gradually formed a sphere, and voila, our moon was born. This theory, known as the giant impact hypothesis, is the most widely accepted explanation of our moon's creation. It's a testament to the violent yet beautiful nature of celestial formation. So the moon is more connected to our home planet than you might have thought. Earthquakes are not unique to our planet. Indeed, our moon experiences its own version of these seismic events, known as lunar quakes. These are not as frequent or as violent as their earthly counterparts, but they're still fascinating in their own right. There are 4 different types of lunar quakes: deep moon quakes, shallow moon quakes, thermal quakes, and meteorite impact quakes. Deep moon quakes are caused by the gravitational interaction between the Earth and the moon, while shallow moon quakes are still a bit of a mystery to scientists. Thermal quakes occur when the frigid lunar surface quickly heats up during the lunar day, and meteorite impact quakes, well, the name speaks for itself. Despite its seemingly static appearance from our perspective, the moon is actually a dynamic and active celestial body. Its quakes may not create the dramatic landscapes we associate with tectonic activity here on Earth, but they're a reminder that our moon is more than just a pretty face in the night sky. The moon, like Earth, is a dynamic celestial body. Water, the source of life as we know it, is not exclusive to Earth. So, what if I told you that there is water on the moon? Yes, you heard it right. Over the past decade, scientists have made some astonishing discoveries that have led to the confirmation of water's existence on our lunar neighbor. This revelation was not sudden, but a culmination of multiple missions and tireless research. Satellites orbiting the moon detected signs of water molecules trapped within lunar soil, as well as tiny patches of ice hidden in the eternal darkness of craters near the moon's poles. But why is this important? Well, the existence of water is a crucial factor for any long-term habitation plans. It can be used for drinking, growing food, and even as a fuel source. In essence, water on the moon could be the key to making lunar living a reality. This discovery opens up exciting possibilities for future lunar exploration. The moon wasn't always the size you see today. Picture this, a time when our moon was a colossus, holding a commanding presence in the night sky, far more prominent than what we're used to now. This was a reality eons ago when the moon was considerably closer to our planet. Due to the gravitational pull between the Earth and the moon, a sort of cosmic dance, the moon has been slowly drifting away. This gradual drift at an approximate pace of 1.5 inches per year has caused the moon to appear smaller over vast expanses of time. This drifting isn't noticeable in our lifetime, but over the course of millions of years, it's had a significant impact on the moon's appearance. When the moon was closer, it would have appeared much larger to observers on Earth, creating a far more dramatic spectacle than what we witness today. Imagine a time when the moon dominated the night sky. Ever wondered what the moon smells like? An odd question, isn't it? Yet, it's one that we can answer thanks to the lunar astronauts who've returned from their celestial journey with a rather peculiar observation. Now, if you're imagining a fresh, airy scent or perhaps a metallic tang, prepare to be surprised. According to those who've had the chance to sniff it, lunar dust carries an aroma remarkably similar to that of gunpowder. Yes, gunpowder. That's quite the unexpected olfactory comparison, wouldn't you agree? This surprising scent discovery came when astronauts returning from moonwalks brought the moon's dust back into the spacecraft. It clung to their suits, and once they removed their helmets, the smell of spent fireworks filled the cabin. The cause of this gunpowder-like smell is still a topic of scientific speculation, but one thing is certain. The moon, it seems, even has its own unique scent. The moon's surface is not as placid as it appears. You see, unlike our home planet where temperatures are regulated by the atmosphere, the moon has no such luxury. This results in extreme temperature variations that are nothing short of dramatic. During the lunar day, which lasts about 2 weeks in Earth time, the sun blazes down unimpeded by any atmospheric buffer. This sends surface temperatures soaring to a searing 250 degrees Fahrenheit. That's hotter than the boiling point of water. But once the sun sets and the long lunar night begins, the scene shifts dramatically. Without the sun's rays to warm it, the moon's surface plunges into a deep freeze. Temperatures can drop to a bone-chilling negative 250 degrees Fahrenheit. That's colder than any temperature ever recorded on Earth. These drastic shifts between boiling and freezing day and night make the moon's surface a truly extreme environment. The moon's surface is a testament to the harsh realities of space. We only ever see one side of the moon from Earth. This is due to a natural phenomenon known as tidal locking. But what is tidal locking, you may ask? Well, it's a gravitational interaction between the Earth and the moon that causes the moon to take exactly the same time to rotate on its axis as it takes to orbit the Earth. This means that the moon always presents the same face to our planet. Imagine a dance, where the moon is a dancer spinning on one foot, while the other foot, tethered by gravity, traces a path around Earth. The moon does this dance so perfectly that we never get a glimpse of its far side from Earth. This doesn't mean the other side is always dark, though. It receives just as much sunlight as the side we see. It simply remains unseen by us, shrouded in mystery. The moon keeps one face hidden, adding to its mystique. The moon's story is far from over. The thrilling narrative of lunar exploration that began with the footprints of Neil Armstrong continues to unfold today. With the recent advancements in technology, space agencies and private companies alike are setting their sights once again on our celestial neighbor. As we speak, plans are on the drawing board for the establishment of lunar bases. These outposts are not just the stuff of science fiction anymore. They represent the next big leap in our quest to conquer the final frontier. So, what could these lunar bases mean for human space exploration? Well, they could serve as a launch pad for further space travel. Imagine a world where the moon isn't just a celestial body we gaze at from our backyards, but a stepping stone to the rest of the cosmos. From the moon's low-gravity environment, launching missions to Mars and beyond could be more energy efficient, allowing us to venture deeper into space than ever before. But it's not just about what's beyond the moon, it's also about the moon itself. A permanent human presence on the moon would allow us to conduct extensive research and mining operations. We could uncover more about the moon's geological history, study its potential resources like helium-3, and even test the feasibility of using lunar materials for construction and life support. These lunar bases could also serve as a testing ground for living in space. They could help us understand how humans can survive and thrive in environments vastly different from our own, providing valuable insights for future colonization efforts. Finally, these bases could potentially transform the way we perceive ourselves as a species. Establishing a human presence on the moon would symbolize our capability to overcome boundaries, and our insatiable curiosity to explore the unknown. As we continue to unravel the moon's secrets, who knows what we might discover next?